Yeah, this one right here.
Jesus take the wheel.
Man, we almost lost you, boy.
I don't know what to say about DoorDash and this dog, but I will definitely say DoorDash, your dog doesn't trust you anymore. You have literally caused your dog to be afraid of you. Now, he's content with you, but he doesn't trust you. He doesn't trust you because he doesn't trust you. And there's a bigger conversation here that goes way beyond one person or one situation. And it's really about responsibility, priorities, and what's happening when your lifestyle choices start to affect a living animal that didn't choose any of it. If someone is truly paying high money month to month just to live inside of a vehicle that already says their instability is already off track. In that kind of situation, adding a young puppy into the mix, especially a 3-month-old that needs structure, frequent feeding, warm baths, and bathroom breaks, and a vet caring creates a whole different level of pressure. Puppies aren't low maintenance accessories, that's a baby. They're basically newborns with teeth. They need consistency more than anything. He's not a dog, he's a baby. He needs to sleep. He needs to have the proper place to lay his head and run around, not be stuck and consumed into a car. What raises the most concern in situations like this isn't just where a person sleeps, but where the animal basics needs are actually being met. At that age, a dog should be eating several times a day, not just being forced to drink water. He should be gaining weight properly, learning routines, and not just surviving off of a water diet and inconsistent care. Even if someone loves their pet, love without structure doesn't always translate into proper care. And that's the hard part. People don't like to say out loud. Good intentions don't replace stability, baby. And a person can say they're doing their best. But if the environment can't support a growing animal, then the animal is the one who pays the price in the stress, the confusion, and the developmental issues. You are going to have a stressed out dog. You better find somewhere to live because you're going to stress your dog out. At the same time, it's also important not to jump straight into assuming the worst without knowing the full story. So social media only shows fragments, not full content. So we're going to take it there because we only know what we see. Okay? We don't really know the truth, y'all. Because we've been told DoorDash live in her car. But if you ask me, I don't think DoorDash live in her car. And you're going to get tired. And if you do live in your car, you need to find somewhere for you and this dog because you're going to kill your dog. You're going to kill him. You're going to make your dog sick. This is nothing that I'm wishing on anyone. But the way you going right now, just in this little bitty bowl, trying to give him this water, he's looking at you, telling you, no, I don't want no water. He needs food. He need a bowl for food and he need a bowl for water. But I guess wherever you stay, maybe you can't leave the dog there, so you bring the dog with you. Which makes it look like, yeah, I'm living in my car. I don't think you're living in your car. And if you are living in your car, you need to find somewhere to live with this dog. I don't care if it's a hotel. I don't care if it's an extended stay or Airbnb. Girl, come on. You talking about saving money, but something wrong. Something is off. How can you take care of a dog and you can't take care of yourself? And that's why I say, y'all, we really don't know the real deal Holyfield. We don't know what DoorDash got going on. Personally, I think DoorDash got somewhere to live. But she want us to believe, hey, I'm in my car. And it's wrong. It's wrong. What looks like neglect from the outside could be someone genuinely struggling, trying to juggle more than they realistically can. But at the same time, how we know you struggling when you saying you trying to save money? You let your apartment go, so that's no bill you have to pay. You have to pay your car note, your car insurance, your cell phone, your internet, whatever else you got going on. But that's $1,600 a month you ain't got to worry about. So if you living in your car, you mean to tell me you can't take $200-$300 of you say you make $300 a day? You could take $300 and put that towards a rent for a week or two. Like, come on, man. I don't know. I don't know. I'm really feeling like I've seen so many dogs deteriorate because of the owner. Nothing that the dog does, but the owner. And DoorDash, you got this dog and have nowhere to live. You see. You need to do better. You need to act like this is your baby that you gave birth to and find you and your baby somewhere to live, because right now you're a bad mother. You're a very bad mother. Just saying. You can say what you want. I hope it's a reality check for you, but this is not what fur babies deserve. And you better get it together, because if you don't, you're gonna have a problem. For real. At the end of the day, a puppy doesn't care about content, a lifestyle, or explanations. It only responds to the care you give, the routine you give, the food you feed it, the safety you provide, and stability. You do understand what stability means, right? And when those pieces aren't consistent, the situation stops being about opinions online and becomes about welfare in a real life situation. And when you strip all the noise away, what it really comes down to is capacity. A puppy doesn't need perfection, but it does need a baseline of stability and regular meals and predictable care and a safe place where it can actually develop without constant stress. It is stressful living in a car. If it's stressful for you, don't you think it's stressful for a dog? Man, you're going to have people not liking you. When an animal is bouncing between uncertainty and limited space, even small things become big problems. Misfeedings affect growth. Inconsistent potty training sets everything back, and lack of proper rest can impact behavior long term. That's why situations like this always raise eyebrows, and you raising a bunch of eyebrows, DoorDash. Not because people are trying to tear you down, but because animals can't advocate for themselves, and guess what? We can. They can't say this isn't enough or I'm not okay here. They just adapt to the best that they can, even when the environment isn't ideal for them. And the uncomfortable truth is this: if someone's personal situation is unstable, the most responsible decision sometimes isn't to add more responsibility to it. It's to pause and reassess and make sure the life you're bringing into your world isn't going to suffer because of circumstances that are already hard to manage. People underestimate how demanding a young dog really is. It's not just feeding and water. It's attention, training, socialization, vet visits, emotional regulation, and time. If even one of those pillars is missing consistently, the imbalance shows up quickly in the animal's health and the animal's behavior. And I know y'all looking at Choco with all y'all eyes, and you see how he started, and now you see where he's at. Now you're wondering how he gonna finish. Whew, at the same time, life isn't always clean or simple though. People make choices in survival mode, in transition and stress, and sometimes they take on things they think they can handle. But hey, who am I to judge? Wait till the reality shit sit in. Wait till the reality she sits in. How about that one? She sits in. I ain't say sit in. I say she sits in. Cause you gonna sit in that shit. Just because life is difficult don't mean you have to put your dog into that. Come on, man. At the end of the day, the question isn't about what looks good on camera or what people assume for clips. It's about whether that animal is getting what he needs to thrive, not just to survive. With that being said, DoorDash, I'm not here to pass judgment on you. I probably sound like I am, but I'm a little angry at you. And you're going to have a lot of people angry at you. And I know you probably like, oh, I thought I was doing the best. No. You should have did your homework before buying that dog. You talking about you had a Shih Tzu and you think maybe it got a hold of some grapes. Oh my God. Oh my God. So you don't need an animal. You don't even have kids. You don't need a dog. And that you have this dog, you need to find you somewhere to live that is stable. And if you don't want to live nowhere that's stable for you, then put Shih Tzu baby boy where he needs to be at. With somebody that's stable, with somebody who can take care of him 24/7, with somebody that can make sure that he got a roof over his head and he ain't living in no doggone cult. He don't deserve that. With that being said, this is the assignment. This is Ms. Yaka. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the videos. Bye.
Mama panicking, tears on her face, praying you don't leave this place. Oh, Choco, don't eat that. Not everything on the table is a snack. We love you, boy. Come back. Grapes in your system put you under attack. Oh, Choco, you scared us bad. Living that life you ain't never had. From a shelter home to a car seat ride. We just glad you still alive. She said I thought it was fine, just a little bite. But Google don't lie, that food ain't right. Emergency run, vet lights flashing bright. Hold on, little dude, you gon' be alright. Now he mope around looking out the glass, like why y'all let that purple snack pass? No more grapes, no more mystery food, just chicken and kibble to get in the mood. Lessons come heavy when love go wrong. Even good intentions don't last that long. But he's still here, tail still slow. But he's still your baby though. Oh, Choco, don't eat that. Not everything on the table is a snack. We love your boy, come back. Grapes in your system put you under attack. Oh, Choco, you scared us bad. Living that life you ain't never had. From a shelter home to a car seat ride. We just glad you still alive.
Yeah. Let this be a lesson. Not every treat is a treat. And Choco, you better not touch nothing purple again, boy.